Breathe in. Breathe out. Hear your breath on the exhale. And notice how you can kind of soften on the exhale and let go of something that you're holding on too tight. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale. Feel the chest rise, get long in the spine, and exhale. And then breathe in through your nose. We're going to pause at the top, get a little fuller by sipping more air. A little more. Slowly release your air through the nose. Hear your breath. Inhale. Sipping in more air. Feel the stretch. Feel your diaphragm really pressing downward. Feel your rib cage expand outward. And release the air slowly through the nose. Relax. And then draw the shoulders down. Yeah. Feel that length in the neck. One more inhale. Get fuller. And a little fuller. And letting go. Now breathe fully. Nice and easy. Take the crown of the head upward, draw the shoulders downward, and then relax your jaw. Lips are soft. Keep the breath flowing as you kind of tune into your body and tune out everything around you. The sound of the breath is soothing to the nervous system. We're oxygenating your cells, bringing more circulation into your toes and your fingers. Pausing at the top of the breath and pausing at the bottom. Notice how the belly kind of draws inward. This is where the diaphragm is relaxed. Inhale. Exhale. And just let it flow now. Starting at the bottom of the spine, the tip of the tailbone. Breathe all the way up to the base of the neck. That's your entire spine. Feel the curves, the opening, and then keep that length in the spine as you exhale. Try not to collapse, but gently draw that navel into the spine. Do that one more time from the tip of the tail. Inhale, breathe into those vertebrae, the spaces between them. Get tall in the spine. Keep that length. Exhale. All right, inhale, one more. We're going to retain the breath. Now remember, the diaphragm is pressing downward. That's how it flares the bottom of the rib cage, down at the 12th rib. Keep holding your breath. Relax. Smile. And now let go. Hear your breath. Empty all the way out. And if you'd like, keep your eyes shut. Lifting the chin, inhale. Moving the neck slowly. And then dropping the chin downward, exhale. Nodding the head, yes. Feeling the muscles in the neck stretch. And as you lift the chin, draw the shoulders downward. A little crunchy there. Hear your breath on the exhale. Drop the chin down to the chest. Eyes are soft. Edges of the mouth are turning upward. One more inhale, nodding. Maybe a little higher and maybe a little lower as you drop the head downward. Exhale your air. Now stay here for a moment. Bring your chin over to the right side. We're going to circle the neck, the head. Oh, maybe the size of a salad plate, maybe the size of a teacup plate. All the way around to the center of the chest, we're going to reverse your circle. You're going to breathe, inhale. Drawing the chin upward, up and around you go. And then back down toward the center of your chest. Dip the chin down a little further, draw the shoulders down. And then we're going to take the chin level, open your eyes. Lifting the shoulders up, drawing the shoulders back and down. Inhale and exhale. What's important here? The breath. Yeah, that's what makes us feel good. That's what carries us throughout our life. Just that slow and very deep, nourishing breath. One more, looping, draw the shoulders down. Now we're just going to add that head. Let's do this twice, lifting up as the shoulders go up, dropping the head down as the shoulders drop down. One more loop. Feel tight in the upper back. Yeah, and drop those shoulders down, drop the head down. Lift the head to neutral, and then drop the ear over to the right. Lift the head, shoulder up to meet it. Drop the shoulder down as far as it'll go. Lift the shoulder up and drop the shoulder down as far as it'll go. And then take the ear over to the other side and lift the shoulder up. Squeeze it and release it. 2 more times. Inhale. I know the neck is like, ooh, boy, I really feel it on that right side. And squeeze it up. Drop it down. Keep it down. And then drop the head down toward the chest once again. Let's take our hands kind of like this, tented, fingertips to the back of the head. Draw the elbows toward the forehead. See if you can touch the elbows together and then draw the elbows back, lift the chin. So the fingers are a light touch of the back of the head. Exhale as you draw the elbows together. And then open the elbows wide, lift the head slightly into your hands. And one more. And open wide. That's an inhale. And then bring the head to neutral. Drop the fingers to the top of the shoulders. Drop the elbows down. Drop the head down and see if you can press those shoulders down. Now we're going to loop the elbows back and draw a circle with our shoulders. We did it with our head. Now we're going to do it with our shoulders. So back, up, 2 times. All right, now we're going to add the head as the shoulders go back. Inhale. And drop the head. Exhale. Draw those shoulders down. Inhale just 2 times. And exhale. Drop the shoulders down, lift the head. Take your fingertips and see if you can get your shoulders a little further down, and then lift the elbows level with the floor and down. Light touch of your fingers, inhale, lift. And then draw those shoulders nice and easy down toward the ground. Last one, inhale. Level with the floor. We're going to come into a twist to the right. So we're going to bring one elbow forward, the other elbow back. And we're going to do this a little quicker than normal, turning the other way. If your fingertips are tired, if your hands are tired, you can just drop them to your legs and turn. There's always a menu, there's always options, modifications. Do what's right for your body always. Drop the elbows down, lift the elbows up, flapping those baby wings, and then spread your wings open to the side and hold here. Palms face the sky. Spread, lift. Using your tricep muscle underneath the arm, we're just trying to get some energy right between those shoulder blades because it gets tight back there. Palms are facing upward. And I want you to reach the arms side to side, either side. Feeling your energy, your life force. One more breath. Now, if you're using the tops of the shoulders, can you use the bottoms of your arms, triceps, to keep the arms up? Now we're going to lift the hands slowly, right overhead. Touch the hands together and release the hands to the heart. Gentle press of the wrists, gentle press of the fingers. 2 rotations, inhale, lifting. Down to the heart. Now stay here. Lift the elbows, bring the arms parallel to the floor. Now press the palms evenly if you can. Bring the hands right center of the chest. Draw the shoulders back. Feel that engagement up between the shoulder blades, those rhomboid muscles. We're going to come into a twist to the right. Now we're going to stay here. We're going to lift the hands overhead in our twist. Then open the arms, one arm forward, one arm backward, right behind you. Open wide. Now feel the length in the side body as you lift the arms overhead, touch the hands together. Back down to this prayer twist. And center of the chest. Inhale, come back to the center. Take a breath. Relax. Inhale, twisting to the other side. Take a breath. Press your feet. Make sure your kneecaps and your hips are pointing forward and lifting the hands overhead. Open the arms wide, one arm forward, one arm backward, and see if you can turn the hands so they face downward. And then lift upward, touching the hands, down to the heart. Now bring the hands center of the chest. We're going to dip this elbow between the knees. So we're going to just lean over. Feel a little pull at the hip bone. That's a nice twist and a stretch for the hip. So we're going to work those hips today. Inhale. Come to the other side and dip this elbow. And back to the center. Now come back to the front, extend the arms forward and open the arms like you're holding a beach ball. We're going to roll back into a cat like that. My arms are rounded. Open the arms slightly to the side, lean over the legs. And just kind of undulate back and forth. Posterior tilt. Anterior tilt. Posterior tilt, draw the navel in, making a rounded, grabbing a hold of this beach ball and open the arms wide. Anterior tilt, posterior tilt the pelvis, grab a hold of that beach ball. And then come to vertical, open the arms all the way to the side, turn the hands up, lift them overhead, touch the hands together, and right back where we started. Extend the arms straight out towards your knees. See if you can lengthen your arms. And then bend the elbows, lengthen the arms without lifting the shoulders. Bend and lengthen. Easy, huh? Is that easy? And lengthen, good. And bend. Now slide the hands halfway on your legs. Take this hand over to this hand and place it right on top. And I want you to press down into your leg as you press down into the floor. And release. Does that lift you up on that side? So press down into the floor. We're working our glute. And release. One more time. Press down into your leg, press down into the floor and hold. Take a breath. Keep pressing, keep pressing. A little bit of fatigue in these muscles. And let go. All right, take this hand a little further, turn the palm so it faces away from your leg, and then press that leg into the back of your hand, turning to the right. Or whatever direction you're going, it doesn't really matter. Even at your hips, sit really tall, coming into this twist. And inhale, come back to the front. Sitting tall, hands about halfway on your lap. Draw the shoulders down. Sitting in Tadasana, mountain pose. Lengthen the back of the neck, draw the shoulders down, breathe. All right, other hand on top of this one. Press down into the floor, press down into your leg, and release. It's very subtle, but it's very effective. Press, and release. And press, and release. Doing this all together, pressing down, and release. Now this one we're gonna hold, press down. Notice the top of your leg. Notice your quad is flexing or engaging. And hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let go. Release. All right, draw the arms forward. Grab a hold of the beach ball. Roll back. Posterior tilt the pelvis. And then open the arms slightly to the side. Lean forward. Just the chest comes forward. And grab the ball. And open. And notice we're massaging our glutes when we do this. So pay attention to all those muscles that we just activated with the press. Now we're massaging it again. Coming forward, anterior tilt. And see if you can get the fingertips almost to touch or touch. And then open slightly. And again, last one. And then come neutral on your pelvis, right over the sit bones. Bring the hands to the side, turn the palms up, lift, touch. Right down to the heart. Beautiful, everyone. And release the hands. Do a shoulder loop. And again. All right, side body stretch. So this goes down to that hip bone into this outer hip. Lifting one arm. Bring it overhead, bring it close to the ear, and then take your rib cage right about here. In fact, take this other hand over like that across your lower body, or your mid body, I mean. And then draw that rib cage over that way, and then look down at your hip and hang the top arm kind of like a sunflower over the top of your head. Look down at your hip or the floor and hold here. Make some adjustments, make it even. One more breath. Now we're going to change the top arm by extending it as long and strong as you can. Then come up back to center. Release that arm to the side. Did you feel it in the top of the shoulder too? Let's do a loop. All right, other side. Lifting this arm, bring it close to your head and ear, right? Take this hand across your lower rib cage, and then draw the rib cage into your fingertips. As you turn the head, look down at your hip if you can, or the floor, and then droop this top arm over the top of your head. Hold here. Now I'm going to even out my hips because this is my very tight side. Breathe. Feel your rib cage expand when you breathe. Isn't that cool? I love this one. All right, now extend that top arm. Lift it up, come back to the front. Release. And just rest your hands back in Tadasana. All right, let's take this hand on top of this hand. Press down into your leg and then hover the foot off the floor, flex it. That's called dorsiflex in the anatomy world. So we're flexing. And then drop the foot. We're going to do this 3 times. So with resistance, pressing down. So notice your glutes are not working here as much as your quad. And release. One more time, press down, lift up. And now we're going to extend that leg, keep pressing down, press through the heel, heels off the floor if you can, press down. We're going to do 3 lifts, 5, 4, can't do the glutes without doing the front of the body, 2, 1, drop the heel, and then we're going to slide this hand down over your kneecap, maybe to your shin with a flat back. Hold here. So if you really bring your toes towards you, these ones, that toe, towards you, if you bring those toes towards you, you'll feel a great stretch in the back of the leg, especially back of the knee, especially the calf, and especially the Achilles and the ankle. Good work. Inhale, come back up. Bring that foot back in. Change sides. Hand, press down, lift, flex, and tap, and lift, press, and tap. You know what? We probably are using the gluteus minimus to do this. So those of you with problems back there in the piriformis or whatever muscle it is that's causing pain, we're activating it. So be careful here. But we are strengthening. Now we're going to take that leg long and strong, flex the heel, keep pressing down. 3 lifts. And 2. And keep pressing down. Last effort. And then drop the heel. Slide the hands. Now keep lifting the toes towards you. That's it. Flat back. Oh, feeling that stretch in the back of the knee. Oh, my poor knee joint. And then coming back up, bring the feet flat. Relax your toes. Can everyone relax? Yeah, relax your fingers too. And this part right here, your jaw, relax that too. Close your eyes, breathe. One more. All right, pigeon pose. So we're going to come into pigeon. And if you cannot come into pigeon, we're going to do a couple variations for our glutes and our quads. So if you cannot get your foot on your leg, maybe Catherine and we're going to start with this side. So let's start with the right side, everyone. So we're all on the same side. So the side of the foot is on the block. You definitely know this one. Right? So if you can do that or this, wonderful. So we're stretching this outer hip, and the outer leg, outer glute. So there's 3, I'm going to talk about the glutes real quick here. There's 3 of them. There's medius, maximus, and then there's a smaller one that lies beneath those 2, is the minimus. Easy to remember, right? So there's 3. The minimus and the medial gluteal muscle is part of our area that really helps us stay vertical on our feet. We have to keep those muscles strong. We're going to do some work, some pretty intense work when we stand up. So giving you a warning. All right, hold on to the shin with your hands. And then notice how my elbows are kind of in toward my rib cage. And then come towards your shin with a flat back. I'm going to go, maybe about 10%. The top foot is flexed toward my shin. That activates the muscles that support the knee joint. That's why I do that. So flexing the foot, and it takes a lot of strength, and it does build strength in the ankle and the calf when you do that. And then come back up, hold on to your shin, and then lean back all the way, all the way. We're going to take the bottom foot and extend it forward, and then kick that heel toward you. So I'm leaning at the back of the chair using my lower ab muscles, not my lower back. If you're feeling it in your lower back, you're not doing this. See how my left foot is off the floor and I'm kicking it toward you? You see the bottom of my foot? Last one. And release. How'd you like that, huh? Pretty cool. Did everyone do it? All right, sitting tall. Roll back into a cat. Anchor your hands on your shin. This feels really good for the spine. Drop your chin down towards your chest. Scoop the belly in. Keep it there as you come forward and upward. Tall spine. We're going to come into a twist towards your foot. So turn towards your foot. Grab a hold of the back of the chair. Even out your hips. Press down into the floor. All right. Move that block. So I have my hand here on my ankle or my heel area. Now take this one, the one that's touching the floor, press it down. I want you to activate both glutes as you come into the twist. Now make your adjustments and then come to a stillness in this position. See if you can just relax. Now, if it's a huge issue with the pigeon pose position of your leg, drop it to the floor. Okay, but still see if you can still press the other foot. And unwind your twist. We're just going to lengthen that leg to stretch it out. And other side. All right, do the same thing on this side. So if you have a hip that's bothering you a lot, or a leg or a knee, and you can't do the same thing on this side, just do what you can, okay? All right, holding onto your shin, we're just going to go forward over the leg, stretching the outer hip. Yep, that's into that area where the gluteal muscles attach to the pelvis. So if you can picture the ischium, I'm forgetting the name now, the top of the pelvis, that's those three muscles attached to that top of that pelvis, way up there. So right up here at the hip, at the, well, that's not really our hip, our pelvic, our pelvis, right up there. That's where those three muscles attach. So when we do this, we're stretching that area. I'm going further on this side. I went about 10% on the other side, but this side's different. Take a breath in this position and then inhale, come out of it, keeping that foot flexed. Now hold on to your shin. We're going to lean all the way back and see if we can do this. Now, if this is too much, just hover the foot. But if you can, extend the leg, do a few soccer kicks. Just 3. And extend. Nice work. That was a little ab work. And set that foot back down. Sit tall. Flex the foot. We're going to lean over that leg. We're going to go into a twist in a sec. And then holding onto your shin, come back into a cat, stretch it out. Drop the chin, look at your belly, scoop it in. And then pull yourself nice and tall. You're going to turn towards your foot, grab a hold of something. And turn. Now here, I want you to press down into the floor with your bottom foot. That activates your glutes. Keep pressing, keep breathing. Don't hold your breath here. Feel the rib cage spin, feel the rib cage expand. You know, when you breathe like this, it massages your spine, right? All attached. And then come back to the front. Extend that leg. Both legs long. And just sit here in staff pose, Tadasana. I'm going to adjust my body on the edge of the chair because it kind of cuts you off a little bit. But we're not here long. So the feet are flexed. Bring your hands to the side of the chair and then draw your shoulders, loop them back, and press down into the seat of the chair with your hands, however you'd like to do that, to kind of lift up, taking a little less weight off of your upper body and your torso. So long legs here, straight and strong, flex the feet. Take a breath. Now my shoulders are gravitating upward. I'm going to draw them back and downward. And then I'm going to take my chin inward and draw my navel in, knitting the ribs slightly. And now I'm going to keep this, engage the glutes. This is the work here. Keep the feet flexed. We're not here long, but we're going to lift the arms overhead. Keep flexing the feet. Keep flexing the glutes. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath. Release. And come back to neutral. Nice work. Good work. And let's come back into a cat. Stretch it out. Heel toe the feet a little wider. We're going to come down into child's pose. Just hang our head, let our neck relax, and let gravity take you down. Maybe do a little shake. All right, everyone, lift your head, align your spine, and then fly the arms directly out from the shoulders in a T. Draw the navel in, press down into the floor firmly. As you come back up, hands face downward, then rotate upward. Inhale the arms. Breathe, touch the hands, moving slowly, timing your breath. Release the hands to your heart. Bow the head. And release. Okay. Bring your feet a little closer. Make sure your knees are about in line with your hips, straight line there. And then lift your toes off the floor. Just lift them off. And release. And lift the toes off the floor. And release. Just the toes. And lift. If they're kind of like one is not playing along with the other ones, and it's a little bit of a rebel, just notice. And lift. And now keep your toes lifted and spread them apart. Press the big toe mound, keep the toes off the floor. We're going to engage the glutes. Notice, okay, so here's without me engaging the glutes. Now here's me getting taller and I'm pressing the glutes, engaging them, not clenching them, but just making this lifting position, pressing the big toe mound, engaging the glutes. Got it? Relax the toes, relax your booty. And again, lift the toes, press the big toe mound, engage the glutes. All three of them. And release. Good work. Bring your feet a tiny bit closer to lift one heel and then the other. We're going to come to standing and do a few things for our backside. But first, my favorite thing to do are blast offs. So what blast offs do is we come through a squat and then we come to standing. Now you can keep a hold of the chair, lean forward, and help yourself with your hands. That's one way to do it. And do as many as you can, but we're going to try to do 10. Okay. If you feel comfortable, bring your arms forward, parallel to each other. You're going to lean, bring your weight to your feet, lift and extend. And then swing the arms back, bend your knees, find your chair, and sit back down. and lift, and down. Only 7 more to do, and lift, and down. Okay, now only 7 more to do. All right, let's just do 5. And find your chair, sit back down. I see you all doing it, and lean and lift. Okay, stay standing. I know I'm out of the screen. I'll adjust it in a moment. And bring your hands to your heart. Keep your feet where they are and stand in Tadasana Mountain Pose. So make your adjustments. Feet hip width apart. Getting there. There we go. I'm going to turn my, you don't have to move yet, stay in your pose. But I'm going to turn my chair, and you're going to do that in a sec. Stay in your pose. Stay in your pose. Find some balance. Now in your Tadasana pose, I want you to press the inside of the feet down into the floor. Inside of the feet. And then relax. Bend your knees slightly. And then lengthen the legs as best you can, and then press the inside of the feet into the ground. Notice it kind of activates all of this. These are your adductor muscles. These are your abductor muscles out here. And relax, bend your knees slightly, and then lengthen the legs and lift the front of the thighs. That lifts the kneecap up. Shift your weight into your feet, into your toes, and then come to neutral. Find center. Shift your weight into your heels. It's very slight. And then find center. One more time forward. Center. And shift your weight into your heels. Stay here. We're going to lift the toes off the floor. Press the big toe mound, just like we did earlier when we were sitting down. Now take the toes apart if you can, pressing the big toe mound. All 10 toes are off the floor. And now release, relax. Shift your weight to neutral. One more time, shift your weight slightly into your heels. Lift all 10 toes off the floor. 5, 4, notice your gluteal muscles, the side muscles, the abductor muscles are working hard. And release. Bend your knees, straighten your legs. One more bend. Did they bend? All right, good. All right, turn your chair so you're standing behind it. I turned it to the side so you can see me. We're going to face the back of the chair. Hands on the back of the chair. You're going to step your right foot forward. Yep, we're going to go into a lunge position. Now I'm going to move my front foot a little further away from the back of the chair slightly. I'm going to move my body, but I'm about arm's length, as you can see. Yeah. Because we're going to lift the back heel off the ground, like that. And then draw the back heel down. So both feet are basically facing the same direction. I have my back toes slightly turned out just because of my rotation. But eventually, I want all 10 toes facing the chair. Are we doing it? And down. I'm already doing it. Am I doing it by myself? Come on, come on. And down, just lifting that back heel, keeping the back leg straight. Front knee stays where it is. Now, everyone press the front foot firmly as you lift the back heel up. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, lift that back heel. I'm going to turn so I'm facing the back of my chair pretty squarely. I'm going to lean and I'm going to lift the back foot off the ground. Tapping the back toe. 5, 4, using that glute. 3, 2, and lift that foot. Drop it to the floor. Bend that front knee a little bit more and hold here. Taking the right hand center of the chair, grab it firmly so you don't fall. Inhale, lifting the left arm so we have the left leg back and the left arm up. Hold here. Keep extending that back leg. Well, it looks like I'm doing a little back bend. I want you to take this part of the body, the rib cage, in. And breathe. And dropping that left hand to the chair, step that back foot in. Changing sides. All right. Stepping the left foot forward, right leg goes back. Bend that front knee, square up your hips. You can open up your stance if you need to, of course. If you're on a tightrope, if you're on one line, open up the front foot slightly to the side. Keeping that front knee bent, stamp it down into the floor as we just lift the heel. And down. And lift. Back leg straight and down. And lift. And down. We'll do a few more. And down. Draw the navel in. Now draw that heel down. See if you can tap the floor. It's great for the hip. Stretching the back of the leg. Working the glutes. And the hamstring. All right, this is the last one. Lift that back heel. We're going to have to shift our weight slightly and really press that front foot. Lean slightly and 5. Point the back toe. 4. Lift 3. And 2. And lift and then drop the foot. Drop the heel. We're going to come into this position like a warrior 1. Extend that back leg, bend the front knee, draw the navel in to support the spine, lifting the right arm up. Nice and strong. Ah, nice and easy. Relax, relax. And dropping that arm, stepping the back foot in. I'm going to face you, but still face your chair for support. Bring your feet parallel to each other. Yep. Hip width apart. Shift your weight onto your right foot. And then lift the left leg to the side, toes pointing forward. We're going to do this 5. We're going to work the side of the leg. These are the medius and the minimus muscles. 2. And release. Drop that foot. Shift. And 5. Leading with the heel. 4. Toes pointing straight ahead. 2 more. 1 more. Drop that foot. Shift your weight. And 1 more time. 5, 4, standing tall. 3, 2, 1. And you feel it? This is where the roller might come in handy after class. 5, 4, 3. Oh, you feel the gluteus medius? And 1, and release. Ah, give your legs a little shake. Bring your feet wider than your hips. Bring your toes so they're either facing forward or slightly turned out. And stretch the side of the hip here. Just do that. If you bend over the floor a lot, you can do that, but just make it easy. Just a little sway side to side. How we doing? No sway. Okay. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this. Bring your feet comfortably wide. We're going to grab a hold of that beach ball and bend our knees like that. And then lengthen the legs, bring the arms to the side. That's the motion. Bend, vertical spine, and straighten the legs, arms to the side. Bend, this is a squat, and lengthen. Grab a hold of that ball, and lengthen. Grab a hold of that ball, and lengthen. One more, we're gonna hold. Grab a hold of that ball, bend your knees, and then lengthen the arms parallel to each other in line with your shoulders. Hold here. Chair pose. 5, 4, press down into the floor. Keep the toes relaxed. 3, 2, 1. We're going to lengthen everything toward the sky. Inhale. Touch the hands together. I'm going to turn toward you. Back in Tadasana, bring the toes to touch. Relax your arms, relax your breath and your eyes. Soft gaze. Tadasana. One more breath. Grab a hold of the back of the chair. Walk your feet away. Now, the further away you get, the deeper your knees bend. So I want you to bend your knees, lengthen the spine. See if you can get your upper arm bones in line with your ears. Feet are parallel since you're looking at them. Make your adjustment. Stretching your spine. Now, some of you with open hamstrings, you can lengthen the legs and bend the knees. I'm going to bring my feet a little further back. Lengthen the legs, bend the knees. One more. Look up at your chair, take your dog for a walk, and sit down. Let's see. If you have one of these, go ahead and grab it, place it about center, and then place your feet on top. Bring the bottoms of the feet together into your cobbler pose, butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana pose. And just let the legs fly apart like that. And now, because I'm sitting like this, I'm kind of rounding my spine. Now I'm going to correct that by lengthening upward. And just let the knees flop to the side. The bottoms of the feet don't have to touch. We'll engage it in a second. Just like that. So sit tall. Take a breath in. If you don't feel any stretch whatsoever, there is a stretch for sure. I'm pretty confident. But now we're going to touch the feet together. Now we're going to engage the feet. So see, whatever's touching down there, just press it together. Now you feel something. And relax. And press. And relax. One more. All right, holding on to the chair or to the back of the chair, just going to go into a little bit of a forward fold with a flat back. My back is not parallel to the floor. I'm not going that far, so I'm holding on to the chair. Now, if you want a little bit more, you can press the soles of the feet together. It really activates those inner groin muscles and the outer glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let go, release. Bring your feet flat, bring your knees together. If you're not on a block, great. If you are on a block, keep them on the block as you roll into a cat. Forward into a cow. Press down into the block, sit for a moment. Take a breath. And then if your feet are on the block, scoot it away. Bring one foot center, crossing the legs. This stretches the outer hip. Just cross. We're just going to go into this little bit of a squeeze, a Tadasana legs, seated. Eagle pose. So just bring your hands to your knees, sit tall, stretch the outer hip. And other side. Foot center, cross the opposite leg. Not a lot of effort here, just if your legs don't cross, ankles cross or not. Now pull yourself tall, get nice and long in the spine, shoulders are relaxed, however. And breathe. And release, good work. Bring the arms down, bring the arms to the side. Swing that arm across, stretch our shoulder. And squeeze it towards your chest as you turn your head away from your hands. And change sides. Bring both arms to the side, lift the arms overhead, look up. Grateful for this breath and body. Dropping the chin, bring your hands to your heart. And then releasing the hands. Shavasana. Our last and most important pose. So if time allows, hopefully you'll be able to sit for a few moments, resting. So bring your body to the back of the chair. You can bring a block behind you if you want. But otherwise, just sit comfortably and make sure you're warm. Lying on the floor is always an option.